All right, we're back, everybody. Thanks for sticking with us. On the left side of your screen, we're back to round one now with camera B. Back to round one with camera B. On the left side of your screen, we have Sam Feldman with 4-color control. On the right side, we have MTG banning Phil Nguyen with lands. Going to start a prediction poll now. 4-color control, Yorion, abundant growth control versus lands. MTG banding. We will give chat 2 minutes for predictions. Good luck with your predictions, everybody. Okay.
Play a Windswept Heath, and then play a Mox Diamond.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll discard a Yavimaya.
Okay.
I'll crack.
Yep.
Put an answer.
Good.
Taiga.
And we'll go Sylvan Library.
Sylvan Library.
Sure.
Okay. If that resolves, then I will pass.
I'll persuade coming.
Alright. You had fun.
Go ahead.
And I assume you're maxed out, right? Nope. Oh, you're not. Other retrofit from? The 03?
No, I'm not sure which one you mean.
So it's the 03
Oh,
Play
okay,
Daisy
yeah.
Saga.
Arboreal Grazer, yeah.
Just links monkeys.
Okay, yeah.
5 counters would be good.
Yeah.
Play a Valakut Exploration.
2 cards in hand now.
Yeah, I have 2 cards.
No, I thought of it and then I switched it to 2. So one is all like I'm searching. Oh, I see.
Force of negation. Expressive negation.
So everything is exiled these days. I'll pass with 2 cards.
One tap and draw.
Yeah.
These are not going to be very good. So query, why don't you exile the ones here?
I'm going to cast Spreading Seas targeting Urza Saga.
Sure.
So Urza Saga actually
It just dies,
is a
right?
card,
Yeah.
and I do get to draw a card.
Okay.
So I'll draw a card. Go.
I'll draw. How many cards in here?
3.
Play another one, and I'll pass.
One tap and draw.
Playing Urza Saga. That was Spreading Seas that blew up the Urza Saga. Turns it into an island.
Play another one.
Okay.
Go.
I'll draw.
You can't activate abilities on mana or loyalty abilities.
Play a Wasteland.
Oh my god, I didn't know that. Sure.
97% favorite for lands, says Twitch chat. 97% for lands.
I'll go to combat.
Great.
Okay. Second main.
Just gonna reveal a random fucking
That's fair, Jason.
How many cards in here?
3.
Crop rotation.
Resolves.
Crop rotation.
Try another one. And then I'll pass. I have one card.
All right, Ghost crop rots into an Urza Saga, so the third Urza Saga of the game for Phil.
Play Volcanic Island and cast a Fairy Time Rattler.
Yeah.
All -3 targeting Mox Diamond.
Okay.
I'll draw a card.
Can you bounce Urza Saga? Does that work? I don't know.
I'll draw.
You can. Okay. Right, artifact, creature, enchantment. Yeah, I knew that part, but I wasn't sure if it said non-land or something like that.
That's on 2, by the way.
Oh yeah, thanks. That'd be helpful.
Oh my god, is it gonna be DNT Guardian, or is it gonna be like Admirable Mage?
It's only spells, right? Abilities can still be done as an instant. Okay. I'll pass.
Oh, there's probably some way, because if you did have
Thinking about this for a second. Teferi was able to bounce the Mox Diamond, forcing Phil to commit another land to it. I don't know that I was correct to bounce Urza Saga. Mox Diamond probably better, but a good thing to take note of. Is that Wall of Blossoms? What? Did not expect that.
Combat, swing for
Interesting. I guess with Urion.
Play my land for turn and sacrifice it.
Sure.
You got your umbrella, that's it.
Don't see many Wall of Blossoms in Legacy. Probably should though. That's true, Force of Phil. That's true. That's worth something.
I'm gonna get this. I'll sacrifice this as well.
Yeah.
So I'm at 17, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna get Mystic Sanctuary with that one.
Yeah.
I'll target Prismatic Ending.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna pay 3 and put Yorion in my hand. Then I'll pass to you. So this is on top of my library.
End of turn. I'll make a construct.
Yeah.
I'll go to my turn.
Yep.
Yeah, you know what? We need more flower-flavored cards in Magic. Just like blossoms and flowers and bees taking care of them. And like, we just need more of that theme in the game. Right? We don't have enough flowers in this game.
We'll go to mid. And then that's fine.
Yeah.
Trigger on the stack. I'll make another construct.
We should sell it now.
It went up over the course.
Yep.
Really?
So,
You're probably right, MTG banning. Maybe Brothers War will help us out. What set comes after Kamigawa? Oh, the Streets of New. Yeah, that's not gonna have bees either. Oh well.
I got an expedition map.
Okay, so an expedition map now on the table for Phil. Those are 2 constructs there that are now 4/4s. Big enough to beat Wall of Blossoms. Should have tried for Glacial Wall instead, maybe. Glacial Wall is just better.
Horizon Canopy. Attack with attack to fairy.
No blocks.
Okay.
Let's Teferi die.
I'll pass the turn.
November, 9 o'clock on Saturday. I'll wait for you.
Follow me in the Wall of Blossoms over to Fairy Time Rebel.
Okay, sure. So I put it in.
Yes, sir. So
And I already have this one in.
Yeah, I'll press magic anymore and sacrifice this. Grab Savannah and cast Yorion,
Urion's good.
and then I'll blink the wall
Mm-hmm.
and
Pretty cool.
come into play at the end of my turn. I'll draw a card and then pass the turn to you.
Okay. So how many fetches have you had?
That's the fourth. So
Okay. So draw a card. You'll have 3 cards.
right.
I'll just wait for you to.
Yeah, you were able to draw an extra card from the Wall of Blossoms, so seems okay. Protecting your life total also seems priority against these constructs. Teferi, not the most, impactful card in a match against lands. It's not like playing against a deck of counter magic. A little bit less significant.
Draw a card.
Yep.
Play a land for turn.
Mm-hmm.
And then.
There's Dark Depths. Firing off Wasteland?
I'll pass.
No attack.
Yeah.
Yorion, of course, able to block very well.
Cast Brainstorm.
Yeah.
And the constructs are now just 3/3s, so. It's like a force going back to the top of the library for Sam, but an Uro in hand, maybe going to draw it. Scalding Tarn and Force looks like going to the top of the deck. Uro in hand, maybe.
That's too big.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't see the other card.
Cast Ponder.
Sure.
Draw. Cast Uro.
That's good.
Assuming when you look at the Lord Resolve, you did not have a consequence.
I'll put a land from my hand. Then I'll go to attacks.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
4.
Yeah. I'll go to 15.
Eventually, wrote it off already.
I'll go to attacks.
Yeah. I'll block a construct.
Sure.
I'll take 3.
Yeah.
Target.
I don't think Sam cares about this 3 damage anymore. Being able to escape Uro here will likely win the race. Fetching here, shuffling away what I think was still a Force of Will on top of the deck. If I remember correctly. And a snow-covered island.
This guy's like, it's designed to not be random. Like, this should be at 4. I don't care which one.
Yep.
I got confirmation from Sam
Yep.
That's good.
I'll draw for turn. I'm gonna escape arrow.
Yeah, that's good.
It's weird that the bullet could go so deep on certain I know. I would have liked to. I would have liked to.
Draw a card. Put a land into play.
Yeah.
Go to
See a counterspell, a Source of Plowshares in hand for Sam. Maybe a prismatic ending as well. Uro's going to make the clock that much faster. And these constructs are going to really have a hard time winning a race.
I'll pass with 2 cards.
Go to attacks.
Yeah.
Trigger.
Mm-hmm.
Put this tag into play. Game 3.
How many cards in hand?
5.
I'll double block the Uro.
Full damage.
Okay.
So they're both dead.
Uro down, but they'll be back.
And then I'll take 4. So
Yeah.
7.
4, sorry.
Yeah, I'll skip arrow.
Yeah.
Is Crimson Vow out? Sure. Is that this? This week is coming from.
Draw a card.
Mm-hmm.
Supreme Verdict, the draw. Looks like Ponder, Supreme Verdict, Prismatic Ending, Counterspell, Swords in hand for Sam.
Go.
This doesn't look
You got
great
it.
for Phil.
Drew 3 dark steps in a row, and I was like, these are not getting me anywhere.
All right. Game 1 goes to Sam. Looks like Phil's thinking about a mulligan.
Start with the Verdant Catacombs.
Okay.
I'll crack. Go to 19. Taiga. I'll cast Exploration.
Exploration resolves.
Exploration resolves.
Play Dark Steps. And then I will pass the turn.
Boarding in 12 cards. Wow. I'm curious what you would side out in this matchup.
Go.
I guess like some number of Maze of Iths and Tabernacles and stuff like that. Do those come out?
I'll draw. There's a Saga.
Okay.
Cast Life on the Limb. Target the Verdant Catacombs.
Yeah, that's fine.
Play second land drop. Or, yeah, second land drop.
Cool.
And then I will pass with 3 cards in hand.
Torpor Orb a little risky against Uro. A little bit. Oh.
Sorry about that.
Scarred from Willow Blossoms in game 1, yeah. All right. Phil fetching here. Sam does have to be careful of Dark Depths. Don't think there are wastelands in Sam's deck, so he needs to just be able to use removal on the Marit Lage tokens. No other way to stop the combo from happening. We can't see what's in Sam's hand, but Sam's in chat saying at this point, I felt like I was 15% to win this game. Certainly looks that way. Life from the Loam is online. Saga, Wasteland, Sphere, milled off the top with Dredge. Saga now up to 2. A little bit hidden behind the overlays.
Life from the Loam, target with 3 lands.
Yeah, that's fine.
Loam targets Wasteland, Saga, Inverting Catacombs. And things might start to get out of hand here.
Play first land drop.
Especially if this Wasteland strikes.
Play second land drop. And I'll tend to waste the volcanic.
I'll fold blue.
Okay. We'll go to combat.
We'll get a tropical island.
Okay, so you're at 19.
Yeah, cast this.
Walk.
Mechanic Island thrown into the companion zone. Spreading Seas in game 1 were so good, yeah. Spreading Seas blowing up Urza Saga. I think in a match I played against Sam at some point over the last couple of weeks, Spreading Seas blew up one of my sagas, and yeah, it's pretty good.
And then I will pass with 4 cards in hand.
They're like $1, dude.
Draw for turn.
Not a good retro.
Yeah, it's pretty tough for you. I think. I haven't played this deck enough to really know for sure what the feel really rough.
I will
Stream result? Yeah, I'm actually.
So Ice Fang could block, but doesn't even have Death Touch yet. Yeah, I like countering turn 1 explorations quite a bit as a blue pile. I tend to play blue-black piles, though not blue-white. So the approach might be a little different without access to Source of Plowshares. Not sure. Yeah, you were trying to see what was going on.
Well, I was trying to see what was going on, but then like I also changed
I'll draw a card off of it.
Yeah.
cards, and I forgot what changes I made.
Go.
I literally did it in like.
See a Snapcaster Mage in hand for Sam. I don't think that's going to do much here. At this moment. Once the what's it called? Overwhelming Splendor, the big red white one. Your shape unless you have
I'll dredge. Sphere, Ghost Quarter, Pyroblast.
Sword does not have Cathar.
Oh, really? Sphere, Ghost Quarter, Power Blast.
We'll go to main.
Yep.
Desperately need the common. Can't exactly order one on TCG, you know?
Yeah. Okay.
This thing is not very fun.
Yeah, I'm not coming back. I'm doing this. Yeah, I'm alright with the.
I'll use this one to make a construct.
Okay.
Actually,
That's okay.
But yeah, if you're like tired or something.
yeah, I'll use these two to make a construct.
Sure.
And then this one will trigger.
Sagas are very mana intensive. Agreed. You could tie yourself up pretty badly if you don't plan out your Urza Sagas very well.
Just gonna get a Max Diamond.
So this is on 2.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, it'll have the
You can cut it if you want.
That's fine.
3366. 66
not like
is the
legendary.
age.
Just left them alone,
70
target.
something now.
Target Ghost Quarter,
No, it would just gain it.
Saga, and
Gain his first turn. Yeah.
Wasteland.
Yeah. Ghost Quarter Saga, Wasteland, the target.
Yeah, that's fine.
Sam needs a Force of Negation.
Yep, Chandra's good.
Sorry.
Looks like Phil is running away with this one little by little. Wasteland now pops off. This is looking bad. And Ghost Quarter. Yeah. All right, we're going to game 3. And I did not. I had nothing to do with it. We are 6 Twitch subs away from a new all-time high of 140. It would be a new record. We've been breaking records left and right. Just 6 away. Wow. Ponder to start the game for Sam. And we're underway for game 3. Urion in the graveyard again by accident. Urion is in the companion zone, otherwise known as the Twilight Zone. Endurance in hand for Sam, it looks like. Passing the turn, leaving everything on top.
Hopefully Wooded Foothills. I'll crack. Go to 19. I'm going to get Taiga, and then I'll cast Exploration.
I'll go to 18 and cast Force of Will.
Sure.
Exile.
Is pitching Chase the Mind Sculptor here? Ouch. Yeah, I like pitching Expressive Iteration way better. All right.
I'll try to speak on that.
Yep.
Taiga. Oh, let's see what the second land drop is. I thought he played Tiger for a
Horizon
second.
Canopy.
Horizon Canopy.
Take one at 18. I'm left alone. Tired the Wooded Foothills.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I'll pass.
You like pitching Jason Mind Sculptor, Force of Fill? Okay, that's fair.
This.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess that's how we're gonna play this game. It's fine.
Jason Mind Sculptor just feels so valuable in the matchup, though, where Expressive Federation is like, yeah, gonna help me develop my board, but Jason Mind Sculptor
I'll untap.
could win you the game. It's like a win con, and the deck doesn't have many. That was my thinking on that.
I'll go to
Single one.
Yeah, it does depend on the overall plan, what's in hand.
and Force.
You know, if you're trying to if you're reading the situation is this is going to be a long game, my opponent is not going to try to turbo lands me. That's another consideration. All right, endurance, which we knew about, is now going to what is happening here? Okay, they're going to the bottom. I agree, but he's playing a 4-color deck against a wasteland deck, and getting to 4 mana is not necessarily guaranteed. That's true. That's true. But, you know, we saw 2 games straight where both players ended up with like 8 lands in play, I guess. Well, actually no. In game 2, Sam got wasted out of the game. So I take that back.
My turn? I'm trying.
Play the wooded. I'll crack 17. Taiga. I'll take 1. And I guess my own endurance target you.
Endurance.
Yeah. Results.
Okay. Then I'll pass.
You look like Rick Moranis and was that beer thing?
All right, so both players now control endurance. Both graveyards have been put on the bottom of bottom of the library. Let's see if Jace the Mind Sculptor gets slammed here. If so, I'll look very smart. Mystic Sanctuary, no targets. And there's Jace. Let's see if Sam pulls ahead. Brainstorm. This Jace is probably going to be really good. Not worth it to bounce the endurance necessarily. But worth considering if only you're worried about attack killing Jace, but I don't think it's likely that Phil will be able to remove Sam's endurance. Sphere of Resistance is pretty good. Probably a turn too late. Pyroblast on Jace. Okay. All right. So Jace immediately dealt with. It's good news for Phil. Jace never really had a chance to get going. Brainstorm for 2 mana.
It's not mild. I had to wear this today for that reason. I was like, it's the perfect day to wear it.
Oh, you're kidding me.
Endurance standoff. I mean, if you have a Swords to Plowshares in your Sam, do you consider hitting the endurance and start attacking, or is it better to just hold Swords to Plowshares for a potential Mauret Lage and enjoy the standoff for a while? I just feel like the longer the game goes, lands tends to skew a bit more favored. I like having the Loam engine and Dark Depths combo and all that stuff more than I am excited to have Uro in this matchup. Yeah, I mean, you have to expect Pyroblast, Red Blast, but that Jace, if Phil didn't have it, could have been amazing. But maybe it was better to wait until you could protect it. I don't know. Here's Valakut Exploration. Yeah, so like a card like Valakut Exploration is exactly what I mean. The as the game goes longer, the card advantage spells from lands like Loam, like Valakut Expiration, make me think that lands wants this game to go longer. Sheltered Thicket, trigger, Sphere of Resistance, which will stay in exile and deal 1 damage to Sam, who now draws a card. Counterspell is the draw. Not very exciting. Planeswalker of some kind in Sam's hand. Maybe it's a fairy? I see the leftmost card in Sam's hand might be a Planeswalker.
So they're gonna go to Taekwondo, have lunch, and then
Roll swords.
and then
Oh,
chill
no.
for the rest of Saturday. Chill for
And then I'll
Sunday.
attack for 3, so it's
Alright, so it's
neutral.
even. Alright.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
All right, there's the swords on endurance. Maybe Sam's starting to see this slip away a bit, and it's time to start playing some offense. Thespian stage to play for Phil. Crop rotation, the card exiled off Valakut Expiration. And it looks like we're going to see crop rotation get cast here. Sacrificing Sheltered Thicket, yeah. Counterspell, of course, in response. Yeah, I think Field of the Dead got cut.
How many cards in hand?
2.
And you always have extra mana, and not being able to get counters is probably with it.
Get a stage. Or sorry, Saga trigger.
The reason I
Yep.
stick around is without missions, I can do
You've played land for 10, correct?
Marnax, Foresight,
Hit the stage this turn.
Right.
spell, and cast this and double. So it's like the alternative kind of like bridge, or apparently if somebody's trying to rotate that.
Alright, so trigger, it's a Saga.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, on Friday.
And then
Draw that.
I'll pass. You can take one.
they had
Good.
because like all these, you know, hopefully all those are, there's all these vertical problems.
I'll cast the fairy, Time Raffler.
Yep.
Minus on Velvet Exploration, draw a card.
It is, but like, I'm pretty certain that yeah, like I have that stuff for sure. It's just I don't want it to be like, you look at it and
3.
you're like,
No.
oh, we don't need
Go.
this, check it out. And stuff like that. It's alright.
Good looking out, Senor. It's okay.
We had a few, we had like 3 or 4, but I guess, I mean, it is the first game, but I think we have, yeah, we got the game, like, the whole, we have one
Play
of
life from
them.
low. Target. Saga. Oh yeah, thank you. That changes a lot.
Yeah, I'm pulling from the basement, just,
Alright, I'll do that anyway. I'll target Saga, Taiga, and Sheltered Thicket.
There was
moved down to the basement.
We have like 2 minutes, 30 seconds.
Alright, thank you.
Sounds like the players have 2 minutes left on the clock here.
We'll go to 2.
All right, well, what about you?
Yep, got that. Build it for over 100.
Nice. What is it on the card?
Nope, just
Oh.
Everpool. Need that
Sacrifice.
Yeah, but that's definitely this one.
All right, you'll stay for another feature.
Sure.
2 minutes left. Yeah, I think I forgot that she needs to be rewrote.
I'll cast Expressive Iteration.
That's good.
Oh, nice.
Greg,
Yeah,
can
I
you-
started playing
you
on
already ate?
circles.
Wait.
Yeah.
One thing I like about the Pioneer format is we don't have all this non-stop shuffling. Waste so much time shuffling. And occasionally, we'll be in these situations where we're running low on time in the match and the opponent is just shuffling and thinking, and it's like, oh man. Is it just me? Spreading Seas is still in the deck after board. I assume so, yeah. Opposition agent should get companion errata to reduce shuffling. True. I wish opposition agent had done more to stop fetch lands from being default. Is Pioneer big in NYC? I would say no, but it's growing back. It's growing back.
The turn. I go to 7. I make a construct. I go to my turn.
Yeah, I was trying to be able to take
I'll
out
draw.
computations against you.
We need a 1 mana, 1 Phyrexian mana. Target player shuffling their library loses 10 life.
I make a construct.
One of those is on 2.
Yeah. Thank you. This one will go.
I'm in troll. I'm like, it's a
It's not pathetic and it can score.
Oh, no, that's true. Especially because, like,
it
also depends on what your hand. Your turn 0. Okay.
All right, turn 0 for Phil. Seems to be quite a bit ahead, but needs to seal the deal in 3 turns.
European.
3 active player turns.
They're purple, standard European. And, yeah. If you want to do math from here, that's fine too, but yeah, standard European. They're purple.
Is there a color that lands players are supposed to use for sleeves?
Good attacks. I'll target you. It's currently a 4/4.
No blocks.
Okay. Then I will pass with 4 cards. So this is turn.
Turn 1 now is Sam. I don't know if Sam... Let's see. Sam can... How can Sam win here? This is turn 1. Yeah, I don't know. It's not looking good for Sam. Yeah, Force of Hill. I think they should make one. And combo with Soldier of Fortune is just a deck.
Ramen Fury.
We just need more punishment for shuffling. Punishment for sacrificing lands. All that. Too much fetch land shuffling in Legacy. It's excessive. It's excessive. I don't complain about Magic cards, and this is not a complaint. This is commentary.
With that, I need to use the stage to copy the Rise of Saga.
Sure.
And then I'll take 1. 6. I'll make another construct.
I'm going to sacrifice this and get a forest in response to the trigger.
I guess maybe a couple of times because basically we don't have the basic points.
All right, playing around Pithing Needle here. Although, I mean, if my turn 2 after time is called, opponent wants to name my fetch land with Pithing Needle and not my Teferi, that's fine. Right? Force of Fill should be higher to design cards for Modern Horizons 3.
Sorry, do you have a response to that?
Yeah, that's true. MTG banning.
The thing really didn't really make sense because I'm not going to have enough turns to do anything.
Program like that.
Discard this. And I'll go to attacks. Okay.
Turn 2.
6.
Is it because you finally won?
I'll attack with 2 then. Target you.
Before blocks.
Also, we just bought all our switch.
Play Ice Fang Portal.
I wouldn't have to look at the reason.
Sure, card.
Usually use my land drop to trigger the dog.
Yeah, Urion would have been nice.
I played it, yeah.
So this is in your graveyard.
Yeah.
I would have put them in the tree because I would have put them in there because I don't really like to pull off.
Yeah, I'll block one of the each of
It's one mana answer to the
But
I can see
yeah, I'll block
kids
like this.
having fun with that.
that's maybe what why I do.
One of them is dead. Right,
Yeah, one of them is
touch.
done.
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay. Then second main, play a land for a turn. Have a Jukabog target you.
Yeah, that number.
No pass.
Jukabog hits.
-3 target.
Feels the most time. It's the only one I really care about that list.
Yeah.
You have so many cards that stand in the way of it.
But I have to.
I know.
So, Abundant Growth targeting my
The thing is,
island.
the turn 2 Murktide is pretty cool card. So it's like,
Yeah.
it's a turn 2 Murktide.
It's such a good card, right?
It's a
Turn
6
3, right?
2.
Yeah,
I don't. My Strix can't play around days now because now I'm on my turn 2.
Only one construct died and one was bounced just now by Teferi, right?
Yeah.
I think we were alone on that. And I don't think
No. Spreading Seas targeting this Urza Saga. Draw a card.
Right now,
I
I was looking for
Vampire.
That's why I kept pondering his shuffling and like expensive iteration. I'm like, I wish I had Yeah.
Put your gun in my hand.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I'll draw. Yeah.
They have demos, right?
Okay.
Do they
I
have
don't like that. Huh. It's bad.
This is you're at 7.
Maybe the Century demo.
Oh man.
I had it last in the first round like 4 months. It's always like the third or the second
I
round.
guess I'll
That's right.
crack this and draw a
Those
card.
would be
Sure.
awesome. Oh, yeah, no, these guys are fucking around.
I think it started, Maldre, with people not wanting their opponent to tell which card they drew and which cards they had already, and it turned into a habit.
Okay.
No, Vampire Dice.
Yeah, that's fine.
Alliance.
Yeah, sphere of resistance.
Yeah, I think you got it right.
Just barely, I think. So this is 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah, good games.
Alright, good games. That was close.